Hey Mr. Toile, this is my vlog of Strasbourg, and today, and by the way, this is my first ice cream of the day. I say first because I'm definitely getting at least one more, probably two, because the French ice cream is just better than everywhere else. We started our day off at the EU building, and it was really cool, because I've never wanted to be a politician before, but every time I go into a building like that, even when we just did Model UN at City Hall, it made me think that I wanted to be a politician. But it was really cool because we learned about how the EU works, how all the seats are split up into different political groups, and I found out that each country has political parties that are all part of the political groups, which is a little bit confusing. The tour guide took a long time to explain it because we were all so confused. And we learned about a woman named Louise Weiss. And she was the first president of the EU building, and she was the first president overall and the first female president. And she, before she was elected to be president of the EU Congress, she was a women's rights activist, which is pretty cool. And because she got elected as president when she was 80 years old. And after that, she served as president of the Committee of Youth Affairs, I think it's called. So all the issues that deal with minors and the youth of Europe, or all the countries in the EU. And she served as president of Youth Affairs for 4 years until she passed away at 84. And I just thought that was pretty cool, that the first president of the EU chambers was a woman, I think that's awesome. And now we're doing a photo scavenger hunt with our group. We're here right now. There's the flag of France up there. So now we're gonna go finish our scavenger hunt, and Andy and I are hoping to find some more pasta because we've been craving it ever since Paris. And I'm hoping to find some more ice cream.
The world issue I chose to talk about for my vlog of Strasbourg is water pollution. And I chose to talk about water pollution for this vlog because while we were doing our photo scavenger hunt, we passed across a river and it looked really, really dirty, and that reminded me of water pollution. According to the French Agency of Food, Environmental and Occupational Health and Safety, an estimated 1/3 of France's population no longer receives water from their taps that meet quality standards, and this is due mainly to pesticide runoff and residue from farms. If toxic pesticides are consumed by humans, it can have acute and chronic negative health effects, depending on the concentration and type of the pesticides consumed. Pesticide runoff in natural bodies of water can also be fatal to fish, plants, and aquatic insects. Studies done on the water of major rivers and streams across the world have found that 41% of major aquifers, 90% of fish, and 100% of surface water contains pesticides at detectable levels. According to UNICEF, 829,000 people die each year from diseases caused by contaminated water. Walking through the city of Strasbourg and seeing just how dirty the water there was really made me realize how developed countries can be affected by the same things that you would normally assume developing countries are only affected by, such as contaminated water. And obviously the severity of the contaminated water and the way it negatively affects people is worse and more severe in developing countries, but it really, seeing the river really made me realize, it can affect developed countries too, and it really sucks, how much it really negatively affects people's health, and that it's very hard to solve issues like that. And yeah, this has been my vlog for the city of Strasbourg. Thank you for listening.